lady got fired like 2 months later. Like, oops. But
that wasn't the picnic lady, was it?
No, that was a different story. Very different story.
Okay.
But
that's still one of the wildest stories you've told me.
Yeah, there's all sorts of them in Tokyo. But anyways, so $330,000 to start open a new branch. I was like, hell, this guy's making hella money, right? This is great. And he was, what do you call it? He did e-commerce for Lenovo and Adobe for their Japan branch. So I'm like, I asked him once, I'm like, bro, why don't you start your own business? You're like an e-commerce legend. You've done it for these giant, Fortune 500 companies. You know how to do it for yourself. You're making decent money. You've already probably saved a bunch, right? Like, why not, branch off and do your own thing? He's like, well, it's easier to be in a company, right? It's easier, to have that kind of social clout to some extent, because you do get that from being in a company in Japan, because it's more like your family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I thought at that time, I was like, $330,000 a year. This is freaking amazing. Like, I wish I could make that much salary.
Yeah.
To get to that level as a recruiter. Like, the amount of, you almost have to go and start your own, like, what do you call it? Recruitment firm.
Yeah.
But if you're with a recruitment firm, like, there's a glass ceiling of like $200K, because only people making more than that. And I'm talking about Tokyo as it was, 5 years ago.
You're talking about positions with salary or like sales and they cap you?
Both.
Jesus.
Because they won't cap you with the sales.
Okay.
But technically speaking, like, you can only do so much because you are an individual person. Even the Japanese people who had teams under them only got to certain levels. And then, of course, the CEO and the C-level people are going to get paid more, right? And so unless you're like the top 1 to 5%, you get to that C-level board, then you're not going to ever make those amounts of money. And so, like, whatever your parameters of your environment is, if you're in Silicon Valley, maybe that number is $1 million instead of, $300,000 or whatever it is. But that's what I realized after I left the corporate world, was when you're in corporate, like, there's literally these glass ceilings in different areas. Yeah. And once you get to those areas, you have to be part of the let's say 5%, top 5%. And even if you get to that, you're already probably aging out of that. And once you get to the age of about 55 to 60, you're fucked no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, you're just screwed unless you own your own business at that point. So, like, my logic at the time was like, run my own business now and take the risk. And if I fail in 5 years, I can come back to the same exact fucking job. The only thing I missed was getting promoted to middle management, right? Which who gives a fuck? Yeah. Versus wait until I'm 55, try to do the same thing. How likely are you going to be up on trends and like
energy,
really, like
on top of
energy? Yeah. Exactly. The only person I know, like, that I've heard of, right, that made that crazy of an impact at that age is like